Shrank, Shrank, Shrank.
Yes, Veda, what's up?
I forgot to tell you. Yesterday, I made something interesting. Can you guess what it will be?
Water guns? PlayStation games?
No. That is what everyone does nowadays. It is simple, but it is interesting.
Mm, I couldn't figure it out.
It's okay. No worries, buddy. You can come to my home. Let us explore more.
Wow, it sounds great, Veda. Let's meet up around 6 p.m. at home. I will bring some of our friends too.
Thank you for coming. Please have a seat. Look at this, the puppets that I have made.
It looks amazing, Veda. Why can't we record this on my mother's phone and share our experiences with mom and our teacher tomorrow?
Indeed, that's a good idea. We shall do that. Can you arrange necessary things for that?
Also, do you remember the poem which we learned in today's English class?
Which poem?
I will show you from my English textbook.
Mr. Raven was perched upon a limb, and Reynard the fox looked up at him. For the raven held in his great big beak a morsel the fox would go far to see. Said the fox in admiring tones, "My word, Sir Raven, you are a handsome bird. Such feathers! If you would only sing, the birds of these woods would call you king." The raven, who did not see the joke, forgot that his voice was just a croak. He opened his beak in his foolish pride, and down fell the morsel the fox had eyed. "Ha ha!" laughed the fox. "And now you know. Ignore sweet words that make you glow. Pride, my friend, is rather unwise. I am sure this teaching is quite a surprise."
Yes. Now I remember.
Okay, let's do it. We can put up a puppet show based on the story we have learnt in class today.
Yeah, sure. So it's the tale of the raven and the fox. And I will be the raven.
Okay, then I will be the fox. Hello, Mr. Raven. What a handsome bird you are. Your feathers are so sleek and shiny.
Oh, is it so?
I have heard you singing several times. I really admired your voice. If you would only sing, all the birds will call you a king.
Okay, enough. I will sing a song. My word.
Ha ha, now this bread is mine.
Oh no, I lost my food.
I knew that you would fall for false praise. Pride is unwise. I'm sure this taught you a lesson.
Craw. So you see, the raven lost his food because he took the fox's flattery for genuine praise.
Friends, now you tell me, did anyone flatter you, which means falsely praise you?
I never fall for such false praises.
But how do you know the difference between true praise and flattery?
Yes, one day my cousin told me that I can fly like an airplane and she took my pencil.
It's better if we ask Didi. She would know it better.
Yes, it's a good idea. Let us go.
Is it true? This is a flattery. What is it? We can't understand that. What to do? Hello, kids.
Hi, Didi.
Didi, help us. We want your opinion.
Oh, what's the big issue today?
Didi, how can we tell the difference between real praise and flattery?
Oh, that's a big question. Where is this coming from?
From a poem we read earlier.
Okay, I think I can help you with this. Tell me, what is praise?
When someone says nice things about you.
Okay, and?
When someone encourages you?
Okay.
When someone reminds you of your strengths.
Yes, you said the magic word, Shreyank, strength. So tell me, do you all know your strengths, your good qualities?
I am helpful. I am respectful. I sing really well.
Wonderful. Here you can see there are a few sheets of paper. Let's do a small exercise, okay? Let's make a list of our strengths and our good qualities, shall we? Seems like our lists are ready, Come on, tell me your strengths.
I am a good speaker.
I'm a confident speaker.
I'm good at sports.
Okay.
I'm a narrator and a good storyteller.
I never hesitate to do anything.
Lovely.
I like to read stories which are related to adventure and mystery.
Okay, so children, you all know your strengths now. So tell me, if I compliment you on something which is not your strength, will it be praise or will it be flattery?
I think it's a flattery, Didi.
See, if you are a great swimmer or a very good speaker or a very good human being and I compliment you for being a great artist, really, is it a compliment?
No,
I don't think so.
You would be able to sense the flattery in my voice, won't you?
Yes, Didi, we will.
When we know ourselves, we can't be fooled by flattery.
Like the poor raven in our story.
If I retell the story of the fox and the raven with a different ending, I would make the raven wiser.
Oh yes, that will be interesting. Then we will have a story with different ending.
Yes.
Now that you've listened to this poem, create your own version with a different ending.
Mr. Raven was perched upon a limb, and Reynard the fox looked up at him. Mr. Raven was perched upon a limb, and Reynard the fox looked up at him. For the raven held in his great big beak a morsel the fox would go